नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बअद. As you know, we shall be starting today with the last section of Surah Al-Kahf. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا صدق الله العظيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم ربنا ألهمنا رشدنا وأعذنا من شرور أنفسنا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. It's a common principle in the Quran that in the various surahs, the ayat which appear in the beginning and the ayat with which the surah ends, they are most profound, most profound. Same is the case with Surah Al-Kahf also. And that is why we find traditions and sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whosoever will keep reading and reciting the ayat in the beginning of Surah Al-Kahf and the ayat with which the surah ends, he will be saved from the fitna of Dajjal. So these ayat have a special effect. And because, in the beginning also we found the central ayat was Inna ja'alna ma'ala al-ardi zinatan laha linabluwahum ayyuhum ahsanu amala. And I noted it last night that twice again this word zinat appears. وَلَا تَعْدُ عَيْنَاكَ عَنْهُمْ تُرِيدُ زِينَةَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا الْمَالُ وَالْبَنُونَ زِينَةُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. So the central idea is that this world is very beautiful. And as man is advancing in technology, the beauty of this world is becoming more and more. It's more and more attractive, more and more awful. So now man is loving this world more and more. And this is the only test to which we have been put in this world, this life of this world. خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He has created life and death so as to test you. Who amongst you is the doer of the good deeds? And this is the crucial matter, whether you love this world or you love Allah and the hereafter. If we fail in this, if we are fully devoted to this world, then we fail in the akhirah. And if we have fixed our priority number one is that world and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is only a journey, we are passing by it. As the Prophet said, Kun fi dunya ka'annaka gharibun aw abiru sabil. You should live in this world as if you are some stranger or a traveler, that's all. This is not your house, this is not your home. Your home is actually akhirah. Now in the end also you find, first of all, the denunciation of the shirk. Mostly the shirk in this world has been that people have adopted as gods and goddesses, according to their own imagination, the daughters or sons of Allah. Some of the Jews said, Uzair is son of Allah, so we must worship him. And Christianity is based on this principle, the only begotten son of God. And he is the God real. That Asmani God, the God in heaven, the Father, Heavenly Father, he is not very important, really important is Jesus. He is the real God. In the same way, the mushrikeen of Arab, they had the idea that these angels are daughters of Allah. And that is why they had their deities with the feminine names. Manat, Lat, Uzza, these are feminine names. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, أَفَحَسِبَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَن يَتَّخِذُوا عِبَادِي مِن دُونِي أَوْلِيَاءَ. And why do these mushrikeen worship these small gods and goddesses? They think that they will intercede on their behalf on the day of judgment. They will be able to save those people who loved them from the accountability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is their wrong idea. Allah says, أَفَحَسِبَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. So then those who have disbelieved, they think, أَن يَتَّخِذُوا عِبَادِي مِن دُونِي أَوْلِيَاءَ, that they can make my servants, my bondsmen, as their protectors against me. Jesus, I created him, I sent him as a messenger. Now will he protect these people against me, against my questioning? Malaika, they are my creation, they are my bondsmen. Will they intercede on their behalf against me? أَفَحَسِبَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَن يَتَّخِذُوا عِبَادِي مِن دُونِي أَوْلِيَاءَ إِنَّا أَعْتَدْنَا جَهَنَّمَ لِلْكَافِرِينَ نُزُلًا. For such disbelievers and rejectors of the faith, we have already prepared hell for their entertainment and hospitality. Now the crux of the matter of Surah Al-Kahf. قُلْ هَلْ نُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِالْأَخْسَرِينَ أَعْمَالًا. Say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, should we inform you who are the greatest losers regarding their deeds and endeavors in this world? Everybody is working hard. From dawn to sunset, rather late night, people are working, running to this direction, running to that direction. But what is the goal? What is the aim? Now, if all this running and all this endeavor and all this striving is for this world, it means they are lost. They are gum, according to the saying of Iqbal. Kafir ki ye pehchan ke afaq mein gum hai. They have been lost in this world. قُلْ هَلْ نُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِالْأَخْسَرِينَ أَعْمَالًا. Say to them, shall we inform them, who are the greatest losers in their striving in this world? And after this question, the answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving himself. الَّذِينَ ضَلَّ سَعْيُهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Those whose endeavor is wasted for this world only. All their time, all their working, all their exertions, day and night for this world. As if they are lost. Their striving, their endeavors, they are lost. الَّذِينَ ضَلَّ سَعْيُهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَهُمْ يَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّهُمْ يُحْسِنُونَ صُنْعًا. And they think that they are going very good performance. Well, my business is flourishing, but I have put in labor in it, hard work, and the result I am having. My business is flourishing, I am shining in my career, in my profession. So they are contented that what they are endeavoring, they are getting the results. But the reality is, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِآيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ. They are the people who have disbelieved the revelations of their Lord. Allah says that is the real life, not this. This is only a temporary abode. You have to leave it. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after. That's all. Nobody says that he can live in this world forever. He has to leave. So, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِآيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ. They may be saying that we believe in Quran. But if all their efforts are focused and lost for this world, then actually they don't believe in Quran. Quran says the real life is that, not this one. So you are belying Quran by your action, by your attitude. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِآيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ وَلِقَائِهِ. And they have denied that they will have to meet him, meet their Lord فَحَبِطَتْ أَعْمَالُهُم. For all their good deeds which they might have done, they have all gone in vain. فَلَا نُقِيمُ لَهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَزْنًا. And we are not going to assign any weight to them on the day of resurrection, on the day of judgment. Such people also do some good deeds to satisfy their conscience. Well, I am all very busy in this world affair, but I am earning, but I am giving some charity also. I am doing that business also. That, public service work also I am doing. No, these things. Unless your goal is akhirah, unless you devote yourself for the most of your personality and your time and your energies and your means for akhirah, for the pleasure of Allah, you are doomed. ذَلِكَ جَزَاهُمْ جَهَنَّمْ. They are the people whose reward is going to be the hell. بِمَا كَفَرُوا. Due to the rejection of the faith. وَاتَّخَذُوا آيَاتِي وَرُسُلِي هُزُوًا. And they took my revelations and my messengers in mockery. What is he saying? That is the real life. Oh, real life is this. Babar Baesh Kosh, ke alam dobara nahi ist. This is the life. Enjoy as much as you can, because there is not going to be another life. Babar Baesh Kosh. Try to have as luxuries as you can have. Alam dobara nahi ist. This life will not come to you again. So avail the best of it. That is actually, Babar had said so. We are doing according to that. Our whole life pattern is absolutely on that basis. Now the contrast. Inna allazina amanu wa amilu salihat. On the contrary, those people who believe and do good deeds, kanat lahum jannatul firdausi nuzula. For them, the gardens, they have been prepared, gardens of paradise shall be ready for their hospitality. Khalidina fiha, abiding therein forever. La yabghuna anha hiwala. They will never like to be transferred from there to any other place. Qul law kana al-bahru midadan li kalimati rabbi. Please note, the last two ayat of Surah Bani Israel were started with Qul. Qul idullaha abidur rahman ayyamma tadu falahu al-asma'ul husna. قل الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. The grandeur of the person of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His high station, His uniqueness, His unity. Two ayat, the last two ayat of Surah Bani Israel, very, very profound. In the same way, the last two ayat of Surah QAHAF, they also start with Qul. There are two Quls in the end of Surah Bani Israel and two Quls in the end of Surah QAHAF. We are very well aware and familiar with four Quls. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. But these are four another Quls that you must remember. They are remember worthy. Now the grandeur of Allah's creation. قُلْ لَوْ كَانَ الْبَحْرُ مِدَادًا لِكَلِمَاتِ رَبِّي. Say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if the whole sea was to be used as an ink to write the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my Lord, the sea will be exhausted before the words of Allah are exhausted. Although another sea of that like might be brought for its help. Now what does it mean? Every creation of Allah is His word kun. Everything He created by one word, kun. So every creation is a word of Allah. Can you count down and write down all the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Even if the oceans are to be used as ink, and there's another ayah in the Quran on the same subject. If all the trees on the earth are to be turned into pens, Kalimatullah will not be able to be exhausted and written. So this is to give you an impression of the grandeur of the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And now comes the last ayah, and this is the practical tawheed. One tawheed is theoretical. Allah is alone. Nobody is equal to Him. None is a partner with Him. There is no associate with Him. There is no associate in His attributes, etc., etc. All these things are theoretical. What's practical Tawheed is, you worship Him and Him and Him alone. Obey Him and Him and Him alone. You can obey others only where there is no disobedience to Allah. Your obedience, your worship should be 100% focused on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the practical Tawheed. I have a book on this subject, Tawheed Amali in Urdu. And this aspect of Tawheed is absolutely absent. Even those of our people, who think that they are the Muwahhideen and they are the Salafiyun and so on and so forth, they don't care about this Amali Tawheed. Now here is the Amali Tawheed. Last ayah of Surah Bani Israel, theoretical Tawheed. قُلِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ الَّذِي لَمْ يَتَّخِذْ وَلَدًا وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ شَرِيكٌ فِي الْمُلْكِ وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ وَلِيٌّ مِّنَ الذُّلِّ وَكَبِّرْهُ تَكْبِيرًا. And here, قُلْ, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. Verily, I am also a mortal human like you. The only difference between you and me is yuha ilayya. Wahi has come to me. Revelations have come to me. And what is the crux of the revelation? Annama ilahukum ilahu wahid. That your Lord is the only one Allah. One Lord, one God, no partner with Him. فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ. So whosoever is hopeful and looking forward to meet his Lord, فَلْيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا عَمَلًا صَالِحًا. Now he has to do two things. He must do good deeds. Number one, وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. And he shouldn't associate in his obedience to Allah. Ibadah means obedience. Abd is slave. In obedience and worship of Allah, he should not associate anything else, anybody else. So this is the end of Surah Al-Kahf. And now we come to Surah Maryam. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Kaf ha ya ain sad. This surah begins with 5 letters. The surahs begin with 1 letter, Noon, Kaf, Sad, then 2, Hamim, Hamim, then 3, Alif Lam Mim, Alif Lam Ra. We have gone through them. Then 2 with 4, Alif Lam Mim Ra, Alif Lam Mim Sad. And 2 surahs of the Quran begin with 5 letters. One is this, Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Sad. The other is Surah Shura, Ha, Mim, Ain, Sin, Kaf. Zikru Rahmat Rabbik Abdahu Zakariya. This is the narration of your Lord's mercy, which was bestowed upon his bondsman, his servant Zakariya. Iznada Rabbahu Nidaan Khafiya. Just recall, when he called upon his Lord secretly, in a very low voice, Qala Rabbi inni wahana al-azmu minni. He said, O my Lord, my bones have become weak. Washta'ala rasu shayban. And my head is now covered with grey and white hair. Walam akum bidu'aika rabbi shaqiyya. And throughout my life, I have never been unblessed after calling upon you, after praying you. You always granted my prayers. So I am taking the courage to ask you for something big. Because you have been granting my prayers all the life. So that has given me the courage. What is that request? وَإِنِّي خِفْتُ الْمَوَالِيَ مِنْ وَرَائِي. And I fear that after me, my relatives will not take the right attitude. وَكَانَتْ إِمْرَأَتِي عَاقِرًا. And my wife has been barren all the life. فَهَبْ لِي مِن لَدُنْكَ وَلِيًّا. So please grant me from your special bounty a heir, someone who can continue my mission. Yaresuni, who should inherit me. وَيَرِثُ مِنْ آلِ يَعْقُوبَ. And all the spiritual heritage of the house of Yaqub, he should inherit. وَجَعَلْهُ رَبِّ رَضِيًّا. And, O Lord, make him acceptable to thee and pleasing to you and pleased with you. Razi goes both ways. You are pleased with somebody, this is also razi. Somebody is pleased with you, this is also razi. Fa'il. Ya Zakariya, Nadi, this prayer was answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O Zakariya, inna nubashiruka bi ghulamin. We give you the glad tidings of a son. Ismuhu Yahya. His name would be Yahya. Lam naj'al lahu min qablu samiyya. We have not made for him aforetime a namesake. This name has never been allotted to any human being before him. He will be the first person to be given the name of Yahya. قَالَ رَبِّ أَنَّىٰ يَكُونَ لِي غُلَامٌ. Although he prayed himself, but you know, he doesn't appear to believe that in this old age of mine, he was very old, grown very old. And now all the life, his wife Hannah had been barren. No issue. So how can now she have a son? قَالَ رَبِّ أَنَّىٰ يَكُونُ لِي غُلَامٌ وَكَانَتْ امْرَأَتِي عَاقِرًا. He said, oh my Lord, how can I have a son while my wife has been barren all the life? وَقَدْ بَلَغْتُ مِنَ الْكِبْرِ عِتِيًّا. And I myself have reached the extreme old age. قَالَ كَذَلِكَ. The reply came, it will happen in this very way. Despite of your old age and barrenness of your wife, you will be given a son. قَالَ رَبُّكَ هُوَ عَلَيَّ هَيِّنٌ. Your Lord says, this is very easy for me. I am not bound by these laws of nature. I have framed these laws of nature. They need my permission. I am not bound by these laws. هُوَ عَلَيَّ هَيِّنٌ. It's very easy for me. وَقَدْ خَلَقْتُكَ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَلَمْ تَكُ شَيْئًا. Just recall, I created you while you were nothing. What were you? A drop of sperm. And I created you out of it. So can't I, give you a son? قَالَ رَبِّ اجْعَل لِّي آيَةً. Hazrat Zakaria said, okay, O Lord, now fix for me some sign that I should know that actually this will happen. قَالَ آيَتُكَ أَلَّا تُكَلِّمَ النَّاسَ ثَلَاثَ لَيَالٍ سَوِيًّا. He said, Allah said, replied, the sign for you is that you will not be able to talk to the people for 3 nights. You will become dumb. Saviya, although you will not be sick or old, you will be sound and healthy. But this faculty of speaking will be taken away from you. This is the sign. فَخَرَجَ عَلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ مِنَ الْمِحْرَابِ. He came out from his sanctuary where he used to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to his nation. فَأَوْحَىٰ إِلَيْهِمْ. Now wahi, because he can't speak. So he conveyed to them by gestures. أَن سَبِّحُوا بُكْرَةً وَعَشِيًّا. Glorify your Lord mornings and evenings. Now, so to say, scene 1 of the drama is finished. Now the number 2. Now Yahya has been born. And now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing Yahya. Ya Yahya khudil kitaba biquwwah. O Yahya, son of Zakariya, hold fast to our book. Biquwwah, with power and strength. Wa ataynahu al-hukma sabiyya. And we granted him wisdom while he was still a child. These are exceptions. Masih alayhi salatu wassalam and Yahya, both are exceptions. They were given the wisdom from the very beginning of the life. وَحَنَانًا مِن لَدُنَّا. And he had all the tenderness in his heart which we gave him. وَزَكَاةً. And purity. وَكَانَ تَقِيًّا. And he was God-fearing. وَبَرًّا بِوَالِدَيْهِ. And he was very dutiful to his parents. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ جَبَّارًا عَصِيًّا. And he was not arrogant or rebellious against the parents. وَسَلَامٌ عَلَيْهِ يَوْمَ وَلِدَ. And peace be upon him on the day on which he was born. وَيَوْمَ يَمُوتُ. And on the day when he will die. وَيَوْمَ يُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. On the day when he will be resurrected. Now this first section gives us the story of Yahya, Zakariya, wife of Zakariya, or mother of Yahya, Hannah. The birth of Yahya was not according to the usual rules. Father having reached the extreme old age, mother having been all the life barren. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them a son. Now this is actually a preface to the description of the birth of Jesus alayhi salatu wassalam. Mazkur fil kitab Maryam, mentioned in this book, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Maryam, salamun alayha, is in tabazat min ahliha makanan sharqiyya, when she withdrew from her people to an eastern place. فَاتَّخَذَتْ مِن دُونِهِمْ حِجَابًا, and he put a screen from the others to be isolated. فَأَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهَا رُوحَنَا, we sent to her our angel, our ruh. I told you, angel is also ruh, our arwah also ruh, and wahi also ruh. These three things which belong to the world of Amr, Alamul Amr, they are all ruh. Ruhana. We sent our angel, that is Jibreel alayhi salatu wassalam, Ar-Ruhul Qudus, Ar-Ruhul Ameen. فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا, he appeared before Mary, Maryam salamun alayha, as a full and sound man. قَالَتْ إِنِّي أَعُوذُ بِالرَّحْمَنِ مِنْكَ إِن كُنْتَ تَقِيًّا. Maryam said, I take refuge in Rahman, the compassionate, in Allah, from you, if you are a righteous person. قَالَ إِنَّمَا أَنَا رَسُولُ رَبِّكَ. He said, don't fear, I am no man, I am an angel. I have been sent by your Lord, a messenger from your Lord. لِأَهَبَ لَكِ غُلَامًا زَكِيًّا, so that I may bestow on you a righteous son. قَالَتْ أَنَّا يَكُونُ لِي غُلَامٌ. She also wondered. She said, how can I bear a son? وَلَمْ يَمْسَسْنِي بَشَرٌ, no male has ever touched me. وَلَمْ أَكُ بَغِيًّا, and I have not been a wicked woman, unchaste woman. قَالَ كَذَلِكَ, the same answer. It will happen in this very way. قَالَ رَبُّكَ هُوَ عَلَيَّ هَيِّنٌ, your Lord says, it's easy for me. وَلَنَجْعَلَهُ آيَةً لِلنَّاسِ, and this is actually our decision, because we want to make him Jesus, your son, a sign for the mankind. وَرَحْمَةً مِنَّا, and a mercy from us. وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْضِيًّا, and this matter has already been decreed and decided. There can be now no two opinions. This is to happen. فَحَمَلَتْهُ, so she conceived him. فَانْتَبَذَتْ بِهِ مَكَانًا قَصِيًّا, and she withdrew with him to a very remote place. فَأَجَاهَا الْمَخَاضُ إِلَىٰ جِذِي النَّخْلَةِ, now when the birth pains and birth pangs came, she came to the trunk of a palm tree. قالت, now in this condition, just imagine. قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا, and she said, would that I had died before this and become a thing forgotten in oblivion. Now she was thinking, if I am going to give birth to a son, what will people say? What would be my explanation? Where from this son has come? So she is so much grieved. Ya laytani mittu qabla hadha wa kuntu nasyan mansiya. Would that I had died before this time and become a thing forgotten in oblivion. Fanadaha min tahtiha, then called the one who was beneath her. Allah tahzani, don't be grieved. Qad ja'ala rabbuka tahtaka sariyya, your Lord has produced a water stream underneath you. Now who was the caller? Mostly people think he was the same angel Jibreel. But there I was very glad to find in one translation, because I thought that I'm the only one that holds that idea. But I have another support for that idea of mine, and that it was the baby Jesus himself. He talked to Maryam salamun alayha, don't worry. And this miracle, when Maryam saw this miracle, my son is speaking, then she could take the heart that yes, now I can go and face my people. He will testify when he is speaking to me while he is an infant. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help me through this baby. فَنَادَاهَا. It was Hazrat Masih himself who called to her mother, La tahzani. Don't be grieved. قَدْ جَعَلَ رَبُّكِ تَحْتَكِ سَرِيًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made a stream flow underneath you. وَهُزِّي إِلَيْكِ بِجِزْءِ النَّخْلَةِ. And you just shake towards you the trunk of the palm tree. تُسَاقِطْ عَلَيْكِ رُطَبًا جَنِيًّا. The palm tree dates will drop on you fresh and ripe. فَكُلِي وَاشْرَبِي. Then you eat and drink. وَقَرِّي عَيْنَا. And keep your eyes cool. By what? By seeing the sun. It happens. You know, mother, after worst pains and all that which comes to her during the birth of the child, but after the birth has taken place and child is given to her, all pain gone. Now she's smiling and she's kissing the child. So this is actually, you can cool your eyes by seeing me. قَرِّي عَيْنَا فَإِمَّا تَرَيِّنَّ مِنَ الْبَشَرِ أَحَدًا. And now if you happen to see somebody, some man, فَقُولِي, say to him, إِنِّي نَذَرْتُ لِلرَّحْمَنِ صَوْمًا. I have vowed a fast for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, فَلَنْ أُكَلِّمَ الْيَوْمَ إِنْسِيًّا. So I'm not going to talk to anybody. This was also a form of fasting in the Bani Israel, in the Jews, in which not only eating and drinking was prohibited, even speaking was also prohibited. فَأَتَتْ بِهِ قَوْمَهَا تَحْمِلُهُ. Now she came to her people, her nation, carrying him. قَالُوا يَا مَرْيَمُ لَقَدْ جِئْتِ شَيْئًا فَرِيًّا. People saw her bringing a child in her lap. O Maryam, you have certainly brought a thing most heinous and most hate-worthy. Ya Ukhta Harun, O sister of Harun, Ma kana abuk imra sawin. Neither your father was a wicked person. وَمَا كَانَتْ أُمُّكَ بَغِيًّا. Nor your mother was an unchaste and wicked woman. فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ. She pointed towards the baby, Isa alayhi salam. قَالُوا كَيْفَ نُكَلِّمُ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الْمَهْدِ صَبِيًّا. They said, how can we talk to this who is an infant, who is in the cradle, an infant? How can he explain who he is and how he has come into being, into existence? فَأَشَارَتْ إِلَيْهِ قَالُوا كَيْفَ نُكَلِّمُ مَنْ كَانَ فِي الْمَهْدِ صَبِيًّا. How can we talk to him? قَالَ إِنِّي عَبْدُ اللَّهِ. Now Hazrat Masih said, I am the servant of Allah. آتَانِيَ الْكِتَابِ. He has given me a book, gospel. وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا. And he has made me a prophet. وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ. And he has made me blessed wherever I am. وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. And he has enjoined upon me the prayers and the zakah so long as I live. فَبَرًّا بِوَالِدَتِي. And I am dutiful to my mother. Respectful, dutiful to my mother. وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْنِي جَبَّارًا شَقِيًّا. And he has not made me arrogant and unblessed. وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيَّ يَوْمَ وُلِدْتُ. Peace be upon me the day I was born. وَيَوْمَ أَمُوتُ. And peace be upon me the day I will die. وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. And peace be upon me when I will be resurrected again. ذَلِكَ عِيسَى ابْنُ مَرْيَمَ. This was Jesus, son of Mary. These ayat were revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the 5th year after the beginning of Wahi. And you have in history that when some of the Muslims, they migrated to Abyssinia, and then a deputation of Quraysh was sent to Najashi, Nagus, that you send these people, they have run away, they are our slaves who have run away, send them back. And then you know, they were called there in the court of Nagus, Najashi. And there, in the beginning he was ready to, okay, your people, you can take them. But then Hazrat Ja'far Tayyar radiyallahu anhu, elder brother of Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu, then he recited these ayat in the court of Najashi. And then Najashi said, what has been said about Isa here, Isa is not more than it. Even an inch, or you may call anything, or rather or less in size. It is the exact description of Isa. So he confirmed. And then I said, okay, these people, if they believe in these things, I am not going to send them back to you so that you can persecute them. ذَلِكَ Isa ibn Maryam. He was Isa, son of Maryam. قَالَ الْحَقِّ الَّذِي فِيهِ يَمْتَرُونَ. And this is the word of truth about which they are doubting. مَا كَانَ لِلَّهِ أَن يَتَّخِذَ مِن وَلَدٍ سُبْحَانَهُ. It doesn't behove to Allah. It's not behoving to Allah that He should take a son to Him. Subhanah, glory be to Him. إِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. When He decides about some matter, only He has to say, utter the word kun, and it becomes. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ رَبِّي وَرَبُّكُمْ. Again, the saying of Jesus. Allah is my Lord and your Lord. فَعْبُدُوهُ. Worship Him and Him alone. هَذَا صِرَاطٌ مُسْتَقِيمٌ. This is the right and straight path. فَاخْتَلَفَ الْأَحْزَابُ مِنْ بَيْنِهِمْ. But different sects, they differed about Him. Even among the Christians. Jews said He is a sorcerer. They condemned Him to be crucified. And the Christians said He is Son of God. And there were so many sects about Jesus, God incarnate. Some of them thought He is God Himself, not Trinity. He is Himself God, God incarnate. God has come down on this earth in His form. So different forms of ideas were adopted by different people. فَاخْتَلَفَ الْأَحْزَابُ مِنْ بَيْنِهِمْ فَوَيْلٌ لِلَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ مَشْهَدِ يَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. So, though there will be woe on them who have rejected and committed kufr on that day when they will be gathering before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Asma bihim wa absir. On that day, yawma yatunana, when they will come to us, how good they will be listening and how good they will be seeing. Lakini zalimun al-yawma fi zalalin mubin. But these evildoers today, they are in manifest error. وَأَنذِرْهُمْ يَوْمَ الْحَسْرَةِ. O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you warn them against that day of despair and anguish. إِذَا قُضِيَ الْأَمْرُ. When all the matters will be decided. وَهُمْ فِي غَفْلَةٍ وَهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. And they are paying no attention and they are not believing in what you are telling them. إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَرِثُ الْأَرْضَ وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا. We are going to inherit the whole of the world and whatever is over it. وَإِلَيْنَا يُرْجَعُونَ. Now you own this and you own this and he owns this and this building belongs to him and so on and so forth. But the whole inheritance will remain for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will all be gone. إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَرِثُ الْأَرْضَ وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا. Whatever is on it, we shall be inheriting everything. وَإِلَيْنَا يُرْجَعُونَ. And to us they will be returned. Now we come to وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Mentioned in this book, Ibrahim also, alayhi salatu wassalam. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا. He was a truthful person to the utmost and a messenger and a prophet. إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ. Recall when he said to his father, Ya abati, oh dear father, لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا. Why do you worship these idols which neither can see nor listen and they cannot benefit you in any way? Ya abati, oh my dear father, inni qad ja'ani min al-ilm. Verily, to me a knowledge has come, that is of wahi, which is not given to all the people. Allah has been sending wahi to only the prophets. So a knowledge has come to me. Inni qad ja'ani min al-ilm ma lam yatik, which didn't come to you. You are father, I am son. You are older, I am younger. But still, this revelation has come to me, it didn't come to you. Fattabi'ni, so you will have to follow me. Ahdeka siratan sawiya, I will guide you to the right path. Ya abati. Now see how he is addressing. In most respectable way, most respectable, sincerity. Ya abati, oh my dear father, la ta'budi shaitan. Don't worship Satan. Inna shaitana kana lirrahmani asiya. Verily, Satan has been For the compassionate, he has been in rebellion against him. Ya abati inni akhafu an yamassaka adhabun min ar-Rahman. Oh my dear father, I fear that some chastisement from Rahman, the compassionate Allah, will come to you. فَتَكُونَ لِلشَّيْطَانِ وَلِيًّا, and then you will become a friend of Satan. Now what was the reply of Ibrahim's father? قَالَ رَاغِبٌ أَنْتَ عَنْ آلِهَتِي يَا Ibrahim. He said, O Ibrahim, are you rejecting my gods? لَإِن لَمْ تَنْتَهِ, if you don't desist from it, لَأَرْجُمَنَّكَ, I will stone you to death. وَهْجُرْنِي مَلِيًّا, and get away from my sight for a long period. Get away. قَالَ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكَ. Ibrahim said, peace be upon you. سَأَسْتَغْفِرُ لَكَ رَبِّي. Soon I will ask my Lord forgiveness for you. إِنَّهُ كَانَ بِي حَفِيًّا. He is very gracious to me, very kind to me. He will accept my prayer for you. وَأَعْتَزِلُكُمْ وَمَا تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. And I am leaving you and those whom you are calling upon, whom you are worshipping, except Allah. وَأَدْعُو رَبِّي, I will call my Lord. عَسَىٰ أَلَّا أَكُونَ بِدُعَاءِ رَبِّي شَقِيًّا. And I hope that by calling upon my Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will not remain unblessed. My prayers will be granted. فَلَمَّا اعْتَزَلَهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. When he left them and the gods whom they were worshipping, وَهَبْنَا لَهُ إِسْحَاقَ وَيَعْقُوبَ. We bestowed on him Ishaq as son and Yaqub as grandson, son of Ishaq. وَكُلًّا جَعَلْنَا نَبِيًّا. And each one of them we made Nabi. Ishaq was also a prophet, and Yaqub was also a prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُم مِّن رَحْمَتِنَا. And we bestowed on them, all of them, from our mercy. وَجَعَلْنَاهُمْ لَهُمْ لِسَانَ صِدْقٍ عَلِيًّا. And we assigned to them a true and high renown. وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ Musa. And mentioned in this book Musa also. إِنَّهُ كَانَ مُخْلَصًا. Verily he was a chosen person. We had chosen him. وَكَانَ رَسُولًا نَبِيًّا. He was a messenger and a prophet. وَنَادَيْنَاهُ مِنْ جَانِبِ الطُّورِ الْأَيْمَنِ. And we had called to him from the right side of the Mount Tur. وَقَرَّبْنَاهُ نَجِيًّا. And we had called him nearer and near, so as to have a conversation with him. وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ مِن رَحْمَتِنَا أَخَاهُ هَارُونَ نَبِيًّا. And we bestowed on him, out of our mercy, his brother Harun. We give him also prophethood and made him also prophet because he had requested it. We shall read in the next surah, Surah Taha. وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ Ismail. Also make mention in this book of Ismail alayhi salatu wassalam. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صَادِقُ الْوَعْدِ. He was true to his promises. وَكَانَ رَسُولًا نَبِيًّا. He was also a messenger and a prophet. وَكَانَ يَأْمُرُ أَهْلَهُ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ وَكَانَ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِ مَرْضِيًّا. And he used to command his family for salah and zakah. And he was, according near his Lord, he was approved one. وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ Idris. Also mentioned in this book Idris. The name of Idris in Bible is Enoch. Hanuk. وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ Idris. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا. He was also a truthful person to the utmost and a prophet. وَرَفَعْنَاهُ مَكَانًا عَلِيًّا. And we had raised him to a very high position. أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ. These are the people whom we sent our blessings. مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ. From among the prophets. They are all prophets. مِنْ ذُرِّيَّةِ Adam. From the progeny of Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. وَمِمَّنْ حَمَلْنَا مَعَ نُوحٍ. And the progeny of those whom we carried on the boat, on the ark with Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّةِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْرَائِيلَ. And from among the progeny of Ibrahim and Israel. Israel means Yaqub. وَمِمَّنْ هَدَيْنَا. And from those whom we had guided, وَاجْتَبَيْنَا, or whom we had selected. إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُ الرَّحْمَنِ خَرُّوا سُجَّدًا وَبُكِيًّا. This was their practice, that when the ayat of the compassionate Allah was recited to them, they used to fell down on the ground and prostrating, weeping. This is ayah of prostration. So make a sajda, please. Bismillahi awwalahu wa akhirah. فَخَلَفَ مِن بَعْدِهِمْ خَلْفٌ أَضَاعُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَاتَّبَعُوا الشَّهَوَاتِ فَسَوْفَ يَلْقَوْنَ غَيًّا. Then there succeeded after them a generation which was unworthy, who wasted salah and followed the lusts of this world, the desires of the id and libido. So they shall soon encounter the chastisement. Illa man taba, except those who repent, wa amana, and now again renew their faith, iman, wa amila salihan, and do good deeds. Fa ulaika yadkhuluna al-jannah, they will enter paradise. Wala yuzlamuna shay'a, and they will not be wronged. Every good deed of theirs will be rewarded in full. Jannati adnin allati wa'ada ar-rahmanu ibadahu bil ghaib, and what will be their reward? The gardens of perpetual bliss, which the compassionate Allah, Rahman, He has promised for them. And this promise was given for His bondsmen in the unseen. Innahu kana wa'duhu matiya. Verily, His promise is ever to be fulfilled. He is not going to fall back on His promise. La yasma'una fiha lagwan illa salama. Now, after entering into paradise, they will not have to even listen to any vain talk, except salam and salam and salam. All the malaika will be coming to them and saying salam, salaman salama. This salam is repeated in Surah Al-Waqi'ah. وَلَهُمْ رِزْقُهُمْ فِيهَا بُكْرَةً وَعَشِيًّا, and they will have the provision and food for them, evenings and mornings. تِلْكَ الْجَنَّةُ الَّتِي نُورِثُ مِنْ عِبَادِنَا مَنْ كَانَ تَقِيًّا. This is the garden which we shall cause thereof our servants to inherit, who are God-fearing. They will inherit, and we shall make them inherit this garden. وَمَا نَتَنَزَّلُ إِلَّا بِأَمْرِ رَبِّكَ, and we cannot come down and descend, but with the command of your Lord. This is the saying of Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Because the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam wanted that this revelation should come to me with a higher speed. There was pause, and this pause, that became at times unbearable for him. He wanted more and more of it should come. So he complained to Jibreel alayhi salam, you don't come for a number of days, and we have to wait for you. You should come more frequently. This is the reply. وَمَا نَتَنَزَّلُ إِلَّا بِأَمْرِ رَبِّكَ. We can't descend except by the command of your Lord. لَهُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا وَمَا خَلْفَنَا. To Him belongs whatever is in front of us and whatever is behind us. وَمَا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ, and whatever is between the two. Now just imagine. To Him belongs what is in front of me, and to Him belongs what is behind me, and what is in between the two. Who is in between the two? I am in between the two. So what he says, Jibreel is saying that we have to submit to the command of your Lord. We have no will, no free will to do whatever we like. لَهُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِينَا وَمَا خَلْفَنَا وَمَا بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ نَسِيًّا. And your Lord does never forget. Don't think that this pause, is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has forgotten to send the wahi. No. It is based on His wisdom and hikmah. Rabbu samawati wal ard. He is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا, and all of these things which are between them. فَعْبُدْهُ, so worship Him. وَاسْتَبِرْ لِعِبَادَتِهِ, and show perseverance in obedience to Him. هَلْ تَعْلَمُ لَهُ سَمِيًّا. Do you know any person like Him, comparable to Him, or equal to Him? وَيَقُولُ الْإِنسَانُ وَإِذَا مَا مِتُّ لَسَوْفَ أُخْرَجُ حَيًّا. And man says in exclamation, oh, when I am dead, will I again be taken out from my grave as a living creature? أَوَلَا يَذْكُرُ الْإِنسَانُ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ قَبْلُ. Does this man not recall that we have created him before? وَلَمْ يَكُ شَيْئًا. He was nothing. We created him out of a drop of sperm. That's all. If we could create him, can't we create him again? فَوَرَبِّكَ. So by your Lord, I swear by your Lord, لَنَحْشُرَنَّهُمْ وَالشَّيَاطِينَ. We shall definitely gather all these unbelievers and all the Satans. ثُمَّ لَنُحْضِرَنَّهُمْ حَوْلَ جَهَنَّمَ جَثِيًّا. And then we shall bring them around the hell, and they will be kneeling on the ground. ثُمَّ لَنَنْزِعَنَّ مِنْ كُلِّ شِيَّةٍ أَيُّهُمْ أَشَدُّ عَلَى الرَّحْمَنِ عِتِيًّا. Then we shall certainly draw out from every sect and every community who was most rebellious against the compassionate Allah. ثُمَّ لَنَنْزِعَنَّ مِنْ كُلِّ شِيَّةٍ أَيُّهُمْ أَشَدُّ عَلَى الرَّحْمَنِ عِتِيًّا ثُمَّ لَنَحْنُ عَالَمُ بِالَّذِينَ هُمْ أَوْلَىٰ بِهَا صِلِيًّا. And then we definitely know best who has the right of entering that hell first of all. وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. O mankind, there is none from amongst you who is not to come there. Even the believers will once be taken to Jahannam to show them this is the thing from which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has saved you. Every human being will be made to pass, that as-sirat in the hashr, that is over hell. And Muslims have to pass. We shall read it in Surah Al-Hadid and then again in Surah Al-Tahrim. So that stage is to come on the day of judgment. So everybody will see the Jahannam. وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَىٰ رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. And this is a decreed and decided thing with your Lord. ثُمَّ نُنَجِّي الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. Then we shall save those who had the faith and iman. وَنَذَرُ الظَّالِمِينَ فِيهَا جِثِيًّا. As for the evildoers, we shall leave them there. They will be there, evildoers kneeling down. وَإِذَا تُتْلَىٰ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُ بَيِّنَاتٍ. And when our clear ayat, revelations are read to them, recited to them, قَالَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Those who disbelieve, they say, لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. To the believers, أَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ خَيْرٌ مَقَامًا وَأَحْسَنُ نَدِيًّا. Which of the two parties is better in station and goodlier in assembly? The kuffar of Quraysh used to say to Muslims, look to Abu Jahl. His courtyard is so wide. So many people are always there. Who is there with Muhammad? None. So who has the respect in this world? Abu Jahl has the respect. Abu Lahab has the respect. Muhammad has no respect. And we have riches, we have wealth, we have nothing. So who amongst us is more beloved to Allah? They were measuring the love of Allah for creatures by the wealth that Allah has given them. Man kana fi zalalati falyamdud. Who is in error? Who has gone to the wrong path? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will prolong his term and give him respite. Hatta iza rao ma yu'aduna. Till that time that when they see with their eyes what is being promised to them. Imma sa'ata wa imma al-azab. Either the chastisement coming to them or the hour. The doomsday comes to them. فَسَيَعْلَمُونَ مَنْ هُوَ شَرٌّ مَكَانًا وَأَضْعَفُ جُنْدًا. Then they will know who is worse in his position and who is weak regarding his armies. Either Muhammad was weak or Abu Jahl was weak. This will be clear on the day of judgment and when the chastisement comes to them. وَيَزِيدُ الَّذِينَ اهْتَدَوْا هُدًى. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases in guidance those who take to guidance. وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ مَرَدًّا. And the good deeds, righteous good deeds, they are ever abiding. And they are better to return to. When you will be returning to the hereafter, these deeds will be there waiting for you. أَفَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ بِآيَاتِنَا. So have you seen that person who has disbelieved our revelations? وَقَالَ لَهُ تَيَنَّ مَالًا وَوَلَدًا. And he says, I will definitely be given wealth and sons. We read in Surah Al-Kahf also, that person who had 2 gardens, he said, I don't think this garden can be destroyed. وَلَئِنْ رُدِدْتُ إِلَىٰ رَبِّي لَأَجِدَنَّ خَيْرًا مِنْهَا مُنْقَلَبًا. And if I am returned to my Lord, I will get much better than what I have here. This is the common thing of these, disbelievers who are wealthy, well-to-do, that when He has blessed us here, well, He will bless us there also. And because you are deprived here, so in the same way you will be deprived in the hereafter also. أَفَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ بِآيَاتِنَا وَقَالَ لَأُوتَيَنَّ مَالًا وَوَلَدًا أَطَّلَعَ الْغَيْبِ. Has he looked into the unseen future? What will happen? أَمِ اتَّخَذَ عِنْدَ الرَّحْمَنِ عَهْدًا. Or he has had a pledge from Rahman, compassionate, that he will definitely give him much more wealth in the hereafter. Kalla, not at all. سَنَكْتُبُ مَا يَقُولُ. We shall write down and record what he is saying. وَنَمُدُّ لَهُ مِنَ الْعَذَابِ مَدًّا. And we shall then lengthen and increase for him the chastisement. وَيَرِثُهُ مَا يَقُولُ. And we shall inherit from him what he says. Whatever he has, he will die. Inheritance will come to us. وَيَأْتِينَا فَرْدًا. And when he comes to us, he will be all alone. No sons, no daughters, no servants, no wealth, no worldly belongings. He will come to us alone. وَاتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ آلِهَةً. And they have adopted, besides Allah, gods, لِيَكُونُوا لَهُمْ عِزًّا, so that they can become a basis of strength for them, for their defense. They will be able to defend them against the questioning of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kalla, not at all. سَيَكْفُرُونَ بِعِبَادَتِهِمْ. Though they will refute that they never worshipped us. وَيَكُونُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ عِزًّا. They will become enemies to them. Well, they say that they were worshipping us. The angels will say, no, no, no. They will stand to prosecute them. Alam tara anna arsalna shayateen alal kafirina tu'azzuhum azza. Have you not seen that we sent the Satans against the disbelievers to incite them vehemently into sin? The Satans come and incite us. Allazi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas min al-jinnati wan nas. Fala ta'jal alayhim. So, O Prophet, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, don't be in haste against them. Don't pray to Allah that their matter should be decided immediately. Let Allah decide Himself. Whatever time Allah is giving, whatever term He is fixing for them, let you do Him. Fala ta'jal alayhim. Innama na'uddu lahum adda. We are numbering their days. يَوْمَ يَحْشُرُ الشَّيَاطِينَ يَوْمَ نَحْشُرُ الْمُتَّقِينَ إِلَى الرَّحْمَنِ وَفْدًا. Recall the day when we shall gather the God-fearing people to the compassionate, just as a delegation is received. They will come and they will be received there as a delegation. وَنَسُوقُ الْمُجْرِمِينَ إِلَى جَهَنَّمَ وِرْدًا. And we shall drive the guilty to the hell as a herd. لَا يَمْلِكُونَ الشَّفَاعَةَ إِلَّا مَنِ اتَّخَذَ عِنْدَ الرَّحْمَنِ عَهْدًا. They shall have no power of intercession save him who has made a covenant with the compassionate Allah, Rahman. A few ayat are left, but these we shall read inshallah in the next hour. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikril hakim.